Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Treasure Hunting Sonic. It's finally here, the 25th anniversary art book from Cook and Becker. I've been anxiously waiting to get this so I could show it to you guys. Multiple people from the Sonic fan community helped out with it and had their names featured in the book. It's a very high quality, very detailed art book that goes over the past 25 years of Sonic. Mostly classic, but it has some very cool unseen art, and this is the limited edition, so it has even more cool stuff in there, and I can't wait to show you guys. First, I want to talk about the tank top I'm wearing. It's a really cool tank top I found on teammemes.com, and it features the Sonic ice cream bar and says "Gotta go fast." A lot of people have been asking me about this tank, so I thought I'd mention it in this video. And it's teem-memes.com. So let's just jump right into it and check out the book. So here we have the front of the art book, and this is actually the box. Opening it up, you see the art print from Yuji Uekawa, and it features Boom Sonic, Modern Sonic, and Classic Sonic. It's a signature down in the corner, and it comes in this nice sleeve that has the 25th anniversary logo. It's a better look. Each one of them is individually numbered. So there's 523 out of 2500. Then the book also comes in another sleeve. I don't know what that's for. I don't know if that's necessary, but it's still pretty cool. Piece of plastic stuck to the back of it there. And finally, here's the book. This is what you got if you just pre-ordered the regular edition. Sonic the Hedgehog, 1991 through 2016. And then the 25th anniversary logo down there at the bottom. Back of the book is just plain blue. So you got 4 parts to the book. You got the classic years, the shifting years, the modern Sonic years, and Sonic Boom. Cook and Becker, if you guys haven't seen them before, they do really good, really high quality artwork, prints and stuff. They did that Sonic poster that I showed a while back with, it was like kind of pixelated and had like a ton of characters from the history of Sonic. Including like Ray and Mighty and all them. It's currently hanging in my room, so you can see that in that video, as well as on my Instagram posts. It's done by artist Paul Beer, who I believe also had a hand in this book. It's got a couple of these fold-out pages that show zones in more lengthy detail. The design history. This is where part 1 starts. See Alex Kidd right there, who was Sega's mascot before Sonic. See the Master System. See if I can get a little bit better angle here. I haven't done a video like in this style before, so just bear with me. You got the Sega Genesis, aka Sega Mega Drive. Early concepts for Sonic. And these were designed by Naoto Oshima, who also, originally drew Sonic. There's a rabbit. There's a little fox or wolf looking guy. And there's Mr. Needle Mouse himself. I really like this image here of him sleeping on a couch. There's some poses we haven't seen before. A pose from the back, pose of him looks like he's thinking. It's kind of like the I'm waiting pose, but a little bit different. It's a falling one. Some sprites. These are really cool, these overlays. See here Sonic running through the loop in the green hill. And then here's the overlay, which was the original concept art of him doing the loop. so you can see what it was like before and how it, eventually came into fruition. I thought that was really cool. Some more concept art. Looks like, what was this zone called? Lava Garden, I think. It's been so long since I've played Sonic 1. That's a pretty funny image right there. There's the original concept that Sonic was supposed to have, where he was supposed to be in the band. You can kind of see Becker the crocodile right here. And he was supposed to have a human girlfriend named Madonna. If you've read the 20th anniversary Sonic book from Pix and Love, a lot of this stuff is also in that book. But it has a lot more detailed artwork and stuff in here. Genesis does what Nintendo don't. There's Sonic the Comic from the UK. My next video is going to be all about the Archie comics. R.I.P. But hopefully IDW does a good job and hires on Ian Flynn and Tracy Yardley. Some more concept art over there of Sonic, falling, and the thing he does where he stands on the ledge and starts freaking out. Some more really quick looking drawings of Sonic doing random stuff. There's that that seesaw thing with that spike ball that is from that I can't remember the name of the zone now, from Sonic 2. Not Emerald Hill. And it doesn't matter. There's that super annoying bomb thing that explodes in Sonic CD. There's the bats. All the artwork for the Badniks. All these look to be from Sonic 1. It's crab meat. Always hated that thing. Here's the animals that he saves. There's the original art, and then there's the pixel, the sprites. Introducing Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik, my favorite character. The fact that he was based off Teddy Roosevelt fascinates me. It's one of the reasons he's my favorite character, because he's actually, I can actually see it. And, if you look up Teddy Roosevelt in his pajamas, they look very similar to this. I think this is just like a caricature of that. And you can see how they expanded on it with the collar right there. They just took his mustache and made it way bigger. And there's another drawing I'll get to later. So there's Eggman and, through the years, through the really freaky looking Sonic 06 Eggman, and then Sonic Boom Eggman. And Sonic Boom Eggman's uniform actually looks exactly like Teddy Roosevelt's uniform as well. So I really like how they kept that in. This is art straight out of the classic style guide that I've shown you guys before. This talks about his height, his dimensions, his colors. Sonic 1 special stage. They need to bring that back. I love that stage. Sonic 2. Concept art for Sonic 2. The Secret Jungle Zone, which didn't make it in. Tropical Sun. Death Egg made it in. Emerald Isle. Blue Ocean. Concept art for the special stage there. Casino Night. Some really cool stuff here. Now we get into Tails. So here's the concept art, and here's how it originally ended up. So that's pretty cool. Sonic R sprite, I love that. Yeah, anyone who knows me knows Sonic R is my favorite game. This book is very thick, so I'm not going to take too long to go through it. There's a nice spread of Chemical Plant Zone. Looks like a little Sonic 2 manga style strip. Sonic and Tails in the tornado over here. This image I've always loved. Whenever I get my Sonic tattoo, I think it's going to be something like this image. What I've always thought about doing, because Sonic CD is also one of my favorite Sonic games, is getting this image with the planet with the chain, but the chain stops there, so none of the clock and this chain down here isn't there. And I wanted to have one of the Sonic artists, maybe Tracy Yardley or someone, add classic Tails and classic Knuckles to the image, and I wanted to get it on my shoulder. I'll probably do that sometime within the next 2 years, even though I've been talking about it for like 10 years now. Sonic CD concept art, Metal Sonic, Stardust Speedway, Metal Sonic's concept art. Over here he looked a lot more like Sonic. All the Sonic CD badniks. Amy Rose, aka Rosie the Rascal for a lot of you in the UK, or if you were readers of Sonic the comic. These are Sonic Battle sprites. If you haven't played Sonic Battle, that's a shame. You really need to. It's a really fun game. Unfortunately, it was never released outside of the Game Boy Advance. Concept art over here for this boss fight from Sonic CD. This really disappointed me. When I got the book, these two pages were stuck together, and you can see where they tore. But I mean, they were really glued together. I had to sit there and pry them apart as carefully as I could. So, Hogfather, be happy you only found a moth. More concept art for Eggman and his various contraptions. Jetpack right there. Looks like a little Eggman Bagnik over here. Looks like he has two balls and chains over here, like some kind of like knocker device. I really liked this when I saw it, because that's basically a drawing. It says Dr. Eggman 1931 to whatever, and it's basically a drawing of Teddy Roosevelt himself with the mustache extended a little bit further than it went in real life. And I mean, you can clearly see the inspiration for Eggman. I know I harp on that too much, it's just really cool. Looks like here he has a crown. King Eggman. Sonic 3. I remember buying that game at Blockbuster Games for $60. Knuckles. Sonic R Sprite again. One of my favorites. Guess the overlay goes this way. And that's after he got all roided out. Hydra City Zone. Sonic Spinball. Sonic Chaos. Here's some more concept art down here. I don't know what this is supposed to be from. This looks like the Cave of Wonders from Aladdin. This looks like Big Ben. This looks like Sonic Tails were actually inside of a bubble. Okay, so it's promotional art for Sonic Chaos. Or no, I'm sorry. Sketches from the notebooks of art director Kazuyuki Hoshino and other Sonic Team artists. Okay, so it's sketches. I haven't actually read the book yet. I wanted to get this video to you guys because it would take me forever to read this. I mean, look at it. Some more really badass Sonic art over here from the Saturn era. Sonic R, my favorite game. Can you feel the sunshine yet? Sonic Jam. Here we are, part 3, Modern Sonic. I remember this being the very first image I saw of Sonic Adventure, the very first teaser image. And Sonic's redesign here, you can see how he went from, started classic Sonic and, you know, just extended the spikes, got the green eyes. The other characters' redesigns in 2D and 3D. I really like the redesigns, especially Amy. And you know, if you look at the characters, the classic, the modern, and the boom, it really does look like they just grew up. I mean, just look at what Amy wears, for instance, in all 3 generations. And a lot of people, you know, are mad about Knuckles' design, but I mean, he hit the gym, so what? Skipped leg day. Some of the Sonic soundtracks, I believe this image is Adam's. Because like I said before, they had a lot of us submit merchandise picks, and I believe Adam's and Jonathan's actually made it into the book. And I believe I've seen these photos of Adam's collection several times because I recognize the signature on that soundtrack, and Planetary Pieces and Sonic Fighters. And any Sonic fan knows that has some of the best music in games. Here's some promo art for Sonic Adventure 2. Looks like he's grinding down the Golden Gate Bridge there. That's supposed to be City Escape. Pumpkin Hill. It's one of my favorite stages. That song, though. Some concept art for Tails' mech. More concept art for Sonic Adventure 2. Some of this looks really cool, like Knuckles flying through this level, which looks like Wild Canyon. Sonic being chased by the truck there, and then the train at Pumpkin Hill. And this is that one stage where Knuckles and Rouge are in space. I forget what it's called. I gotta replay Sonic Adventure 2. The Chow. And again, like, I just want to mention one more time how high quality this book is. I heard apparently it was delayed because their first printing wasn't, you know, up to their standards. And you know, I don't mind things being delayed as long as, you know, it's worth it. And I can definitely tell this is worth it. This book definitely screams quality. So I guess this is concept art for Shadow. It looks like, originally he looked a lot more like Sonic, but with a flame in his eye, I guess. It's really interesting, I never knew that. Here you can see it in better detail up here. Okay, so I guess that wasn't a flame, I guess that was supposed to be a scar on his face. Here's one where he looks more like Knuckles for some reason. I loved Shadow's story in Sonic Adventure 2, and had they left him dead there, you know, I would have had no problem with Shadow, but since they brought him back, I can't stand him. But that's just me personally. I know he has a lot of fans, and that's to each their own. Here's Big's concept art, which I also find very interesting because, I mean, you can just look at him over here and see the Studio Ghibli inspiration, like My Neighbor Totoro and Cat Bus, and just look at them. It's like this concept art is ripped right out of Studio Ghibli. And look how big he is. He was originally supposed to be compared to Sonic. It's like 2.5 times Sonic's height. Gamma, who is my second favorite character. Here's his concept art. Originally, he looked a lot more like an Egg Robo. But then they made him, I guess they wanted to make him stand out. Got Chaos, you got Rouge. Here's some concept art for her down here. Looks like she has a bag of jewels down here in this corner. Tikal, Sonic Advance. The Sonic Advance games are great. I really wish they would put those on Xbox Live. or PSN. Here's some Cream concept art. She kind of looked like Marine, if you think about it. Marine the Raccoon from Sonic Rush Adventure. Or hell, even Styx. Omega, Sonic Heroes, the Chaotix. I'm kind of disappointed it didn't mention Knuckles Chaotix at all, or Sega Sonic Arcade. Here's a full page spread of Sonic Battle, and I really wish that this was a print. So Cook and Becker, if you're watching this video, make this a high quality print. I want to hang this on my wall. I loved Sonic Battle. There's Blaze. She looks like she changed the least out of everybody. Originally she had these baggy pants. You know, originally she had a little bit spikier, crazy hair. But she looks like she's the least changed. The Babylon Rogues. Sonic 06, oh boy. Hey, it's gone. Sonic Unleashed. Sonic and the Black Knight. Sonic 4. Colors. Got Orbot and Cubot. I was also kind of disappointed that it didn't mention anything about any other Sonic stuff from the 90s. I mean, I guess I know it's an art book and not like, you know, a merchandise book or a real history book, but I wish it would have had some art from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and Saturday AM, Sonic Underground, and Sonic X. There's the Wisp from Sonic Colors. And there's Sonic Generations. Lost World. Part 4, Sonic Boom. And I remember all this from when Sonic Boom was slowly being revealed. One of the artists that worked on Crash Bandicoot worked on it, and you can really see that through Sonic's concept art. He looked a lot more different, and just had that Crash Bandicoot vibe. There goes Styx the Badger. And I like this high quality realistic Green Hill image over here. I think that's pretty cool. Sonic Boomcast on Eggman. And I know I've said this a lot, but if you haven't watched the show, you really need to. Eggman steals the show. So for Eggman fans like me, it's a great show. And then here's just, you know, a history of the Sonic games, showing all of them that came out. It does mention, you know, Sega Sonic Arcade, the Cosmo Fighter, Galaxy Patrol, games like Sonic Labyrinth, Tails Adventure, Sonic Schoolhouse. Sonic Mania and Project Sonic 2017. So I guess when this book went into production, they hadn't announced that it was called Sonic Forces yet. Here's the thank you page. I see a lot of great people in there, a lot of friends. You know, like I said, they actually used images from Jonathan Dixon, Farron Sanchez, who worked on Sonic the Comic, Stiv, and then here's everyone that submitted. So, you know, there's me right there, and you got everybody else. And special thanks to Barry Harmon, because apparently he's the one that gave them the idea for this, to do this art book, because there's never been a Sonic art book before. And that's Barry Harmon of Sega Bits. But you should definitely check them out, even though I'm sure everybody that is on this channel is familiar with Sega Bits. And that's it. That wraps up the book. So in conclusion, I really enjoyed the book. My only complaint is I feel like they could have done more, and a little bit more in the adventure and the modern Sonic and the Sonic Boom eras. I know it was very heavily focused on classic Sonic, which that's okay. But, I mean, that's my one minor complaint. So, I mean, if you guys don't have the book, I definitely recommend getting it. The regular version's not that expensive, and I believe the limited edition is sold out. I could be wrong though, I haven't checked. But it's definitely worth the money. So, thank you for watching, and if you guys have it, let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.